Friday, Friday, Friday. Hey everyone, it's Weather for Weather Geeks time on this Friday evening. We'll make tonight's video fairly quick since it's Friday. The weekend is here. And there's not a lot of tremendously interesting weather to talk about in the coming days, although tomorrow can turn a little bit unsettled and impactful for those with outdoor plans on a Saturday. We'll get to that in a moment. Since we're halfway through August, I thought I'd do a little review of where we've been so far in August, and what a stark contrast to late in the spring and early in the summer when, of course, the 224 corridor got clobbered with a lot of rain. We can't buy rain, it seems like, right now in Canfield. You know, quarter of an inch, pretty common around here. I have about 3/4 of an inch at my place over in Boardman, where it's been just a little bit wetter over towards Boardman and Poland, but certainly way below average. And it's been fairly dry down in Columbiana County as well. Definitely wetter north of 224 and especially north of I-80. Central Mercer County has been one of our hot spots, and that's largely because of what happened yesterday. There was an inch or two of rain in many places across Mercer County, in addition to the hail and the wind that we had yesterday. So, yeah, there's definitely been kind of a contrast so far in the month of August from north to south with the amount of rain. At the airport, we are running a deficit for the month, a small one, about 1/3 of an inch. We're at 2.92 right now. It's about 1/3 of an inch below average. We got 0.14 yesterday. We've had some nice Fridays at the airport anyway this month, 0, 0, and 0. For the first 3 Fridays of August of 2019. Temperature-wise, no surprise. It's been warmer than average. 1.8 degrees is the temperature surplus through the first 16 days of the month. We did 82 this afternoon. We haven't had a lot of real hot weather in August. We haven't had any 90s yet. It's been 3+ weeks since we've had a 90-degree day, but we've had some pretty consistently warm weather with just 4 out of 16 days being cooler than average. All right, back here in the here and now, at least as of 7:14 this evening, it's pretty quiet weather map across the country this evening. Some thunderstorms have been rumbling through parts of western New York, from Buffalo to Rochester, over into Syracuse as well. There's a severe thunderstorm watch from Denver on east into the high plains this evening, but otherwise not a lot going on across the country. All right, let's talk about our weekend. One thing that has been a trend in the forecast over the last 24 hours or so, tomorrow is trending stormier during the second half of the day. Here's a look at our in-house model output for about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, showing a scattering of showers and storms. And there'll be plenty of warmth, plenty of instability in the atmosphere tomorrow. It's not going to take much of a trigger, just a little upper-level disturbance to kick off some scattered showers and storms. And SPC, the Storm Prediction Center, does have eastern Ohio and western PA outlined in the low-end risk for severe weather. I've been talking about these risk categories a fair amount this week in live coverage and on this video. Kind of a 1 on a 1 to 5 scale for tomorrow. And as I've mentioned a couple of times when I've shown this graphic this week, hardly ever do we see a 5 around here. It's extremely rare even to see a 4, the moderate category around here. Maybe once a year, parts of our region gets put under a moderate risk. 2s and 3s, pretty common. And of course the 1 is fairly common as well. What it means is we're not expecting a huge outbreak of severe weather tomorrow, but any storm will have the potential to get pretty rowdy and be impactful for anyone who's heading to the Briar Hill Italian Festival, heading to one of our area lakes, trying to get in some last-minute summer stuff before the school year begins for a lot of districts. A few districts started this week, but many, of course, start next week or the week after. And a lot of people are trying to squeeze in one more summer weekend. And again, it could be a little bit impactful in some spots tomorrow afternoon. I think our model is overzealous here on Sunday. I don't think there'll be this many showers and storms around on Sunday. I've got only a 20% chance of a pop-up storm in Sunday's forecast. Monday is looking dry at this point. This front washes out, and it's going to turn hot Sunday and into Monday. Here's our weekend forecast. We'll do 85 or so on Saturday, and then pushing 90 on Sunday. Again, I think Saturday at this point is the wetter, more unsettled of the 2 weekend days. It's going to be pretty steamy into the first half of next week. In fact, almost oppressive Monday afternoon with a high of 91, maybe 92. If we hit 92, that would tie us for the hottest temperature of this year and tie us for the hottest temperature we've seen every year since 2013. It's been since 2012 since we've had anything above 92. But anyway, it stays pretty muggy into the middle of the week. But look what happens at the end of the week. Now, this is the European model output I'm showing you. The GFS is not as cool and dry as the Euro. But if the Euro were to be right, a little hint of autumn for just a couple of days, but a little hint at the end of next week. We could see overnight temperatures, if the European model has the right idea, we could see overnight temperatures close to 50 in some spots next Thursday night into Friday morning. We're a long way out from that, and again, there's some model disagreement on the strength of that cooler air mass, the strength of that high pressure zone building down out of Canada. So stay tuned for updates on the forecast for next week. And tomorrow, again, if you have outdoor plans, stay weather aware, have your Storm Tracker 21 app handy, and fire up the interactive radar so you can see what's going on. Follow Ramel Carpenter on social media. He'll have you updated on Facebook and Twitter and on 21 News at 6 p.m. Hope you have a great weekend, and I'll see you back here for more Weather for Weather Geeks on Monday.